Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another episode of Friday Night Magic for Magic 2015. So, what am I up to today? So I'm playing a Dimir deck today, so black-blue. This deck is starting handed okay, but I think I'm going to draw a new one. That isn't much better, so we'll draw once more. Oh god, this is already going badly. I'm going to have to keep that hand because I can't really get away with getting rid of any more. So I've had to start off with 5 cards. Should have either taken the first or the second hand, which was kind of a mistake, but what am I going to do now? So the whole kind of, the way this deck works, he started off with a whole 7 cards, lucky son of a bitch. Sorry about the cough, I have been a little bit unwell lately, so I'm not exactly feeling 100%. So yeah, the way this deck works is it's got a lot of bounce, a lot of removal, such as Tribute to Hunger. It's got a lot of counter. It's got some counter. So it's mostly revolved around countering your. So I can't exactly counter a Child of the Night, unfortunately, as it is a 2/1. So looking at red black, maybe an aggressive removal deck, something like that. So we do have the Tribute to Hunger to force an opponent to sacrifice a creature, which we don't really need to do right now. So that does have lifelink, so I'm kind of tempted to get him to sacrifice that one just because otherwise he will be gaining life and I can't really let him do that at this stage in the game. So I'm going to Tribute to Hunger him. Duculius, that's a very interesting name. Yeah, the sheer fact because it's got lifelink, I don't is he mana screwed? Because Or is this his third turn? No, this is his third turn. He's not mana screwed. I thought he might have been because I'm up to 3 lands and he was only on 2, but I remember he went second, so he won't be mana screwed. He might be mana screwed now for all I know, but so hasn't played anything yet. What have we got here then? We've got a giant scorpion with Death Touch. Not the end of the world. Not the worst one. Ooh, the Indulgent Tormentor. One more black land and we are laughing in terms of that one, as that is a flying and then also the potential to either make an opponent sacrifice a creature, I draw a card, or he pays 3 life. So either way, win-win for me. So fingers crossed next turn we get a Swamp Dam, which should be quite nice. I've never really realised before, but the basic lands do all have different pictures on, which is quite nice. So obviously I've got 3 different basic lands down there at the moment, so they've all got their own unique picture. I'm assuming they've all got their own unique artist as well. Can't really see because you can't zoom in on these ones. These ones, for example, you can. So Kev Walker obviously did the art for that one, but so we've got the giant scorpion swinging in. Fortunately, Death Touch only works on minions and not on planeswalkers. If not, I'd be dead. Black land. Oh, that'll do, I suppose. I can play the Indulgent Tormentor next turn now, which would be pretty sweet. And then that's gonna start the ball rolling in terms of me being able to swing at his face and do all sorts of fun stuff. I do have the negate to cancel out any kind of crazy spell shenanigans that you might play, which is quite nice. So there goes a land down. Then what have we got? So I was looking to see who did the Cliff Charles did the Dimir Guild Gate. I don't know if he did the same one for any of these ones, but so we've got here then. So I want to. Why the hell did he cancel? Oh, he cancelled it. I was going to say I was going to negate the Bolt of Keranos, which was didn't want to let him do 3 damage to my face. Now what's he doing? Is he going to Bolt of Keranos now? So I'm actually going to negate the Inferno Fist, as that will give the creature +2/0, and then it can also sacrifice it to do 2 damage to a creature, which is not the best thing that I want happening, basically. So he's going to swing with his 2 creatures, which are able. There we go. So he does some damage directly into my face, only 2 damage, thankfully. There we go. My turn. Oh, we've also got the Shadowborn Demon, fantastic. Although I think this, I'm going to wait on this one because it's not as though I exactly have 5 creatures in my graveyard, so I'd rather use that to remove a particular nasty creature at some point. Because I'd rather not sacrifice my own Indulgent Tormentor. Unless I can get Undying Evil as well, but that wouldn't happen until I've got at least 1 more mana down to play the Undying Evil as well. So what's he got then? He's got... He's only Shadowborn Demon, but you can't use that to sack off my creature because it's a demon. You silly boy. Destroy target non-demon creature. Yeah, you have to destroy one of your own creatures there, so goodbye Rockslide Elemental. Fortunately, he won't be able to keep that around without sacrificing one of these two creatures as well, which is a good thing. So he's going to swing in with his 1/3 Death Touch. I'm obviously going to skip blocking. I don't want to sack off my 5/3 creature right now. So obviously I'm going to target my opponent there. What's he going to allow me to do? Is he going to take damage? He's going to sack a creature. He decided to let me draw a card. Fair enough. So I'm probably going to play Agent of the Fates here, because that will still allow me to negate if I need to. Yeah, I think that's quite a good play there. Or do I save all my mana and save the Undying Evil for my Indulgent Tormentor to block that? So this comes back with... what's the word I'm looking for? This comes back with Undying, so it would come back as a 6/4, which would be slightly better. Or do I play the Shadowborn Demon and get rid of, say, his Death Touch or Giant Scorpion or something, which would actually bring it down to one less turn where... So whenever you cast a spell that targets Agents of Fate, so... I'm just trying to think what's the best play here before making any decisions. Obviously, I'm not going to swing in this turn, so decided that much. So it's basically, what am I going to play? So like I said, I could play Shadowborn Demon. Don't have enough mana to play that and the Undying Evil, because that would be awesome to be able to play that, Undying Evil it. So I want to save that until later. So I think I'm going to play the Agent of the Fates this turn. No, I'm not going to play that. I'd rather play Undying Evil on Indulgent Tormentor, and then block his Shadowborn Demon with it, if he decides to swing in with that one, of course. So he now has to sacrifice a creature, so it's going to be one of these two. See what he does. I mean, how many creatures has he got? 1, 2, that'll make 3 and 4. So he's only got to sacrifice a couple more creatures to be able to keep it permanently on the field. But at that point, I might be able to play something like the Agents of Fate and force him to sack a creature himself, which should be quite interesting. And he's going to play Anger of the Gods. Oh, crap! No, I wanted to play Negate there! Oh, you son of a... Oh, well, that... Oh, at least I got my second Indulgent Tormentor. Sucks to be you, because what I can do this turn is play the Agents of the Fate and Undying Evil and force you to sack your Shadowborn Demon. Just because I hate you. Because I really wasn't paying attention there, and I could have played my Negate there, basically. So he won't be able to sack... He will be able to swing in with... Ah, no, he actually have to sacrifice that one, because he's only got... Because that became exiled instead. Sucks to be you! Oh, damn, I could have played my Indulgent Tormentor there instead. Whoopsie-daisy. Didn't mean to skip attack. Whoops. He didn't skip attack. Don't know what he did there. And he's going to Bolt of Karanos that. And I'm going to negate it. Because I obviously don't want to lose my Agent of the Fates right now. So it's going to negate your red spell there. And finally, the ball seems to be in my favour. Oh, we've got the Archeomancer to bring back something, say, the Tribute of Hunger, which is pretty fantastic. So... Let's swing in with my Agent of the Fates, deal 3 damage into face, which is nice. There we go, attack. So there we go, just swing in, and then I think I'll play the Indulgent Tormentor again. My second Indulgent Tormentor in the deck. So this has been weird. I haven't seen my Tower and Sky Summoner yet, which is usually my win condition for this deck. He's got his own Indulgent Tormentor, fair enough. So I can actually make him sacrifice that, using my Undying Evil on my Agent of the Fates, if I want to. Or I could just bring back Tribute to Hunger. Oh, excellent. So we've got an island. So that would require 4 mana. How much have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I wouldn't be able to play Tribute to Hunger and But what I could do is, so whenever you cast a spell that targets Agent of the Fates, each opponent sacrifices a creature. So basically I can give that Undying Evil this turn, which will allow me to... So what I'm actually going to do first is play Think Twice, draw some cards, as I can still play Undying Evil afterwards. So what do I draw? I draw 1 blue land, so that's kind of disappointing. So does it just draw a card, Think Twice? Yeah, and I get a flashback cost on it as well, which is quite cool. So what I'm actually going to do is Undying Evil you, force you to sacrifice a creature. Goodbye, Indulgent Tormentor. Goodbye. That does become Undying, but that's not really what I wanted it for that turn. And then I can swing him with both. Like so. Do 8 damage into face. Wrecking face, very nice. And he's been replaced by AI. Fantastic. So the blue-black pain in the arse has annoyed him to no end. So I think he's kind of ran out of ideas. He's only got 1 card in hand, which is a land. So he's pretty much dead next turn. So I'm probably going to draw 2 cards here. Yep, and we get a Voyage's End as well. Let's just play a land. Going to hit continue. I don't think there's nothing I can do to actually kill him off this turn, unfortunately. So going to attack with all. I'm going to play the flashback cost on here, I think. Yeah, whatever. Just give me a card. Was there anything I could have done? Oh, I could have played the military intelligent first. That was a bit silly of me. Never mind. So I think that's the end of my turn there, as he's down to 1 health, so I've just got to swing him with both of my creatures next turn, as he can only play, and he got mana flooded right at the end there. Sucks to be him. So there's not really anything you can do here. And there's a Tower and Sky Summoner, we've finally seen it, but it doesn't really matter at this point. So he's going to attack with all, and finish him off with 8 damage, so fantastic. That's a good start to the series, to showcase this black-blue Dimir deck. Okay guys, so we're back for game number 2. I'm definitely drawing a new hand, and I think I can probably get away with using the 2 lands, especially I've got the Think Twice and the Voyage's End to keep me in the game, early game, so... Oh, there we go, bit of lag there, which is weird. So he's playing an Is It Guildgate, so we're playing red-blue, so red-blue versus black-blue. Should be interesting. And we got a second land. Got a third land. Could have done with a second blue land to nullify, but it's not really the end of the world right now. So let's drop a blue land to start off with, just to let him know that I'm also playing blue. So this could be a kind of a control matchup, I suppose. It's always nice to get a Guildgate down in your opening hand. They're not that useful later on. Oh, we've got the Tower and Sky Summoner as well. What we really need. I'm actually going to play the Think Twice this turn. Draw a card. Hopefully we get another blue land, which would be nice. Nope, we're going to get the Undying Evil. So he's going to play his own Think Twice. Interesting. And my turn ends there. So, 1 more blue land and we can get the Tower and Sky Summoner down, which is going to start making use of things like Voyage's End, Nullify, and Undying Evil to start summoning 2/2 Drakes for me. So we're going to play the Swamp here. And I think I'm actually going to play Liliana Spectre, because that's going to work out fantastically with Undying Evil, as I can give it Undying Evil to block a creature. Oh god, don't tell me he's going to counter it. He's going to nullify it. Fair enough, so he had a nullify in hand. I'd rather he nullified that than my Tower and Sky Summoner, personally. So if you can give that Undying Evil, basically it gets sent to the graveyard, and then your opponent has to discard another card to get rid of... discards another card as it gets brought back again. So I'm actually going to play my Think Twice flashback this turn. There's nothing else I can play, so we get another blue land. That's exactly what we're looking for. What's he going to play? He's also going to play his Think Twice flashback. So this has gone very weirdly so far. We've both got very similar cards. Unfortunately, I can't nullify anything he plays this turn, which is slightly sad for me. However, I can Voyage's End things next turn. So he's playing another Think Twice. So he gets to draw another card. This is a typical blue matchup right now. And you see, I don't really want to play Tower and Sky Summoner, knowing that he's got three open lands and 6 cards in hand, as he's probably got some way of countering it. So, and this is one of the key cards in my deck to get me going. I mean, one more land and I've suddenly got things like, I've got 2 Indulgent Tormentors and a Shadowborn Demon to come, which is going to be fantastic, but I don't really want to play Tower and Sky Summoner at this time, especially as like, it's going to synergize up so well with all of these other cards. So, just try and play it safe against another blue deck. I'd rather keep my mana open. You have too many cards in hand. We'll toss away one of the Undying Evils. They're not that important. And then next, if I don't play anything next turn, it might have to be something like the Indulgent Tormentor. Yeah, I would love to have played a Tower and Sky Summoner there, but I just couldn't risk playing it, especially knowing what he's trying to goad me here. Oh, excellent, another land, so we can actually play the Indulgent Tormentor this turn. So this is where we're going to see whether or not he had a creature. Yep, another Nullify. That makes me sad, but had to at least bait out another Nullify there. And then we've got Think Twice. So he gets all his land back open, so he obviously knows how to play a blue-red deck better than I do. Time Warp, so he gets 2 turns now. That's absolutely crazy. So he gets to play something else again now. Why would he waste Time Warp there? That's really weird. Unless he's just using it to essentially ramp up a bit quicker. What's he going to play now? Archaeomancer, so he gets to bring back... What's he going to bring back? Let's see... Come on. So he brings back his Time Warp. Interesting. Now, he's only got 2 lands open, so I don't think he can play Nullify here. So, I'm thinking of playing Tower and Sky Summoner. Or do I play... Yeah, I'm going to try it. I doubt he's got anything to counter it this turn. Oh, come on. You've got 2 mana open. I was going to say, you can't nullify that. It takes 2 blue land. And the only other hard counter is 3 mana, which I've got in this deck as well. There we go. So what's he got then? Is he going to bounce it? Oh, he's going to Vapor Snag it. What a surprise. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like hardcore blue he's playing right now, which is absolutely crazy. And he's got another Izzet Guildgate. And he's playing a Time Warp. Jesus Christ, this guy is got some kind of insane red-blue deck going down here, and I just can't do anything. This is just not going well for me. I think because did he go first or second? Because he's gone second, he's got that kind of second player advantage, I suppose. Can't remember who went first or second now. But this has definitely been interesting so far. Nothing's really happened because it's just like kind of like card draw, counter, removal, bounce, card draw, removal, bounce, stuff like that. So it's not as though I exactly want to Voyage's End either of these two. So he's going to swing in for another 1. I could really do like a Liliana Spectre going down, ideally. I've got my own Archaeomancer, so I could bring back an Undying Evil, which I don't really care for right now. I could play Shadowborn Demon here. Well, do I really want to? Or would I rather play something like a Military Intelligence and keep a Nullify around? That might work out slightly better. We'll play this now, just to get it out of my hand, because otherwise my hand is going to start to become too full. And then if I hit continue, I'm not going to play anything else and hope that he plays a creature that I can nullify. Because I don't really want to bounce back Archaeomancers, funnily enough, as... So you're being nullified. Go to hell. Charmbreaker Devils. Oh my god, you're joking. So he's countering my counter. Oh my god, that is terrifying. Well, this is all going fantastically well for me. I might have to bounce back his Charmbreaker Devils here using Voyage's End, as I don't really want him taking advantage of that. So let's bounce back your Charmbreaker Devils, and then I get to scry as well. Do I really need that? No, I'm going to put on the bottom. I've got enough land as it is right now. And then I think I'm going to play Think Twice. So we get another land. Fantastic. That's what I like to see. So it's his turn now. So he's got 8 mana. How much have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to play Charmbreaker Devils again. Not really much I can do about it this turn. But what I can do next turn is Archaeomancer and then Voyage's End and just bounce it back to his hand again. So we're going to play the Dimir Guildgate here. We're going to play Archaeomancer. Please say Voyage's End is not 2 blue mana. I don't think it is. Please say you can't... Oh, another Nullify! You're joking! And that gets pumped up as well. Oh, sweet Jesus. This guy's had like some kind of crazy, insane... Piss off. Oh, this guy's been insane. There's not been anything I can do, basically. How many creatures have I got in here now? Must have a few. 1, 2, 3. That's not enough to keep my Shadowborn Demon around, unfortunately. And he's going to play Time Warp. Oh, I'm so screwed now. This guy has been pretty damn good. I've just not been able to get my foot off the ground in this match, really. He's just had that ability to just counter all of my plays, basically, and he's going to be able to swing in again in a second. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm going to go down to 8. So, basically, if he can play another spell here, which you can guarantee he can, because he's going to get something, so I've lost, basically. Oh, that made me really sad. Yep, that's a shame. Didn't really get to get my own strategy rolling there. He basically had all the momentum in that game. So yeah, he's able to... GG. You won the blue matchup there with all your counters and your bounces and your nullifies. Yeah, his early game nullifies were just far too terrifying there. So that's the end of the game. I'll see you in a sec for a third and final match. Okay guys, here we are for the third and final encounter. So I don't want to keep this hand, but I'm going to have to just because I don't really want to lose any more. So it's going to try and ramp up as quickly as possible to get Tower and Sky Summoner down, and then hopefully by then we will have drawn into at least a couple of spells. So black deck of some description, interesting. Oh, there we go. We've got a negate, which is quite nice. So we're going to play an island as well. So by turn 4 we should have Tower and Sky Summoner down, and then after that we should be able to start with the Crazy Bounce with the Denovra Hoverer. We've got the negate to start help summoning the 2/2 Drake creature tokens. What have we got here then? Military Intelligence. You're being negated as I don't want you... so we're playing a fellow Dimir deck, which is interesting. Could be an interesting matchup. So 2 lots of blue today. Kind of terrifying, but so let's play an island. We've got the Vapor Snag to bounce creature back to its opponent's hand, and then they lose 1 life as well, which is quite a nice 1 mana card, if I do say so myself. Has he got anything to play this turn? He does, so he has got a Phyrexian Ranger. So, enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and you lose 1 life. So he obviously wanted to draw a card, which is fair enough. So I am going to play a blue on this turn, and we're going to play the Tower and Sky Summoner. I know I can play this safely, as he does not have any mana open. Has he only got 2? No, that must be 3. Yeah, that is 3. Weird. I only looked like 2 for a second when I was looking at the screen. I was like, So, is he going to swing in? I would if I was him, because I'm not exactly going to... does that have to attack each turn if able? No, he's just deciding to swing in. So I'm going to skip blocking, obviously. If I had another mana open, I would have Vapor Snagged it, but couldn't do that. So, what's he going to do then? Giant Scorpion, 1/3. So I'm just thinking, what is the best card to Vapor... Which of these is probably the best card to Vapor Snag? I'm thinking probably the Death Touch one, as that would then allow me to swing in, and then he won't be able to draw another card using the Phyrexian Ranger. So I think we're going to Vapor Snag here. Your little 1/3. That will summon me a 2/2 Drake. Very nice. And then I think we'll also play Liliana Spectre at the end of combat as well. So I can attack quite nicely with my Tower and Sky Summoner this turn, which is pretty cool. Is that little symbol basically means it summons tokens? Flying creature legendary. Maybe it just means it's legendary. And then we're also going to play Liliana Spectre, just to make you discard a card, because I don't like you. So what's he going to do? I think Agent of the Fate might activate its ability even when it's bounced back to hand. So he's played a Radiant Fountain. Interesting. Not getting Flesh to Dust. Goodbye Tower and Sky Summoner. I've got no way of countering that, unfortunately. Bully for you. So I can actually play the Dawn for Horror this turn and bounce back his Phyrexian Ranger, which is a bit more interesting because then I return it to his hand, and then he actually has to discard a card as well. So goodbye Phyrexian Ranger. So he's going to go down to 4 cards. I wonder what he's going to toss out. So this is where this deck is looking pretty good now. I've got a strong board. Fortunately, he managed to obviously murder my Tower and Sky Summoner with his Flesh to Dust. One of the few kill cards in this deck. It's not as though, annoyingly, there's no Doomblade anymore. Obviously was in the mono black deck from Magic 2014, but they seem to have removed it. It's kind of an easy removal spell. It's just destroy any non-black creature, which is pretty insane. So yeah, he's had his own Dawn for Horror, which is interesting. So I'm now able to swing in with my 2 flying creatures, deal 4 damage. Very nice. So he's got a lot more cards than I have. I seem to have gone, so Flesh to Dust, I'm guessing that's going to be my Dawn for Horror. Fair enough. And we also get a Dissolve. Very nice counterspell. So how much would this use up? Would that still allow me to play Dissolve? No, it would not. So I'm going to save this until I've got a reason for playing it. So I'd rather keep the Dissolve for countering any kind of crazy spells. Depends what he plays, of course. So I'm going to be able to do another 4 damage straight into his face. And then that's 3 mana. That is 3 mana. So I do have 6 altogether. So I should be able to. I'm trying to mana tap here and it's not working, which is annoying. Oh yeah, because I do need my 2 black ones. Oh, that should be fine then. I should be able to play that and actually keep my Dissolve down. So I was like, I can't add up here. I've got 6 mana altogether, and it was like, I was trying to mana tap, it's like, oh no, you have to use the 2 black lands and one of your blue ones. So that's fine. What's he playing then? Linear Spectre. Do I counter that? Yeah, let's counter it. I'd rather not toss away my counter spell, so I may as well counter the spell I'm going to put at the bottom because I don't really need it. So he's got nothing to play in combat. Oh, nice. Tribute to Hunger. That is pretty goddamn good if I do say so myself. So I'm just going to attack with all. Try and beat him down as quickly as possible. This should get him down to 7 health. So we're looking pretty good here for the 3rd match of the day. So I think he's become 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think he's become slightly mana screwed as I've managed to get up to 6. So I don't know if he's played a land in a couple of turns. I think the last one he played was that Radiant Fountain. So let's see what he does now. Come on, mate. Hurry up. We ain't got all day. It's a tough decision having 5 cards in hand and not knowing what to do with them. Unless he's trying to figure out whether or not he can't win or not, knowing that he can't block all 3 of these creatures, or he might not be able to bounce back any of these creatures. Come on, matey, hurry up. No, he hasn't said anything. So he's just trying to pee me off. At least my Tower and Sky Summoner was effective as summoning 1 Drake. That's we had a land, okay, interesting. Unless he went AFK for a second there. So what we got here then? Phyrexian Ranger, doesn't bother me because I can just Tribute to Hunger it in a second. Does draw another card. Unless it's another blocker, he's pretty much screwed. It is another blocker, it's for Farika's Chosen, but I will be able to sack off one of his creatures here, which will allow the other 2 to push through the damage. Bounce would also be fantastic here, as I can get rid of both of his creatures. Haha, Indulgent Tormentor, that would pretty much finish him off, but we're going to Tribute to Hunger him. I only lost life as well because of the that, and I can actually push through 4 damage in the air, so that actually wasn't really necessary, I just realised that. And then let's just attack with the 2 in the air, I suppose. This is where I should have attacked with the Agent of the Fates as well. What's he got then? He does have a Quickling, so 2/2 flash flying. That won't matter because I'll still do 2 damage, even though you can block with one of those creatures. So I think that's you dead, mate. Unless you suddenly found the ability to block with block more than one creature with the same one, I think you're dead. That Phyrexian Ranger was actually your downfall because it dropped you down to 2 life, which meant I could then swing at you in the air. So that's game. Okay guys, just a quick look at the deck to finish off the episode. So I've got 3 Vapor Snags for bouncing a creature back to its owner's hand. We did see this in play, and your opponent also loses 1 life, or you can also use it to obviously bounce back your own creatures and you lose 1 life. It doesn't say opponent, it's just return target creature to its owner's hand. Military Intelligence, we didn't get to see this played, but it can be quite useful. If you can get multiple of those Drakes down with the Tauran Sky Summoner, play the Military Intelligence, you're suddenly drawing a card every turn, every time you attack. 3 Voyage's End, bounce a creature back to its owner's hand, and I get to scry as well. Think twice for card draw, so you essentially get to draw 2 cards with the same card, which is quite nice thanks to the flashback. Negate to counter non-creature spells, which is always nice. Only 2 of them, because then you've got the 2 nullifies, so counter creature or aura spell, which is again my opponent in the second game put these to great use. 2 dissolves, hard counter, so you can counter any spell, and you get to scry for 3 mana, so great. Tauran Sky Summoner, probably one of the best cards in this deck. The fact that you get to summon a 2/2 blue Drake creature every time you play every time you cast an instant or sorcery spell, and this deck is chock full of instant or sorcery spells. Archaeomancer, I don't think I actually played this in the end, or did I? But you essentially get to bring back one of your instant or sorcery spells, so one of your counters, one of your sacrifices, one of your removals, something like that. Bring it back, very nice. Undying Evil, used to target things such as Agents of the Fates or Liliana Spectres, so you can activate their abilities essentially twice, which is quite nice. Agent of the Fates, great creature on its own, so 3 mana, 3/2 Death Touch, and then it's also got the ability that when you either bounce it or target it with Undying Evil, your opponent has to sacrifice a creature. Tribute to Hunger, great hard removal, especially when your opponent only has 1 creature on the battlefield, and it also gives you a little bit of life gain as well. Liliana Spectre, disrupting your opponent by causing them to discard cards fairly early on. Shadowborn Demon, great creature, use it to destroy target non-demon creature. I don't think we got to play ours in the end, but not the end of the world. Indulgent Tormentor, great card in this deck. It's just that its abilities are essentially the ultimate control, so just forcing your opponent to decide between whether letting me draw a card to give me card advantage, sacrificing one of their own creatures, or paying 3 life. And then lastly, we've got the Denova Horror, so the Dimir card in this particular game, so the blue-black one, forces your opponent to not only return a creature to their hand, but then they have to discard a card as well afterwards. Finally, we've also got 12 blue lands, 8 black lands, and 4 Dimir Guild Gates to round off the deck. So that's the deck, that's some games, that's the end of the episode. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed what you saw. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.